President Irfan, Vice President Jagdeo, Attorney General Nandalal. The Guyanese people only know about one extradition matter, the Mohammed's extradition. The government continues to spend hundreds of millions of dollars fighting the Mohammeds, but they are protecting the kingpin drug dealers. Why? Irfan, Jagdeo and Anil. Who is Vitesh Gupta? You should know this name very well. Vitesh Gupta, who was wanted by Interpol after authorities sent a request to the Guyana government for extradition for trafficking of massive cocaine shipments from Guyana and Colombia to Italy. Guyanese, I want you to know the way this works. When these extradition requests are made, they are sent from government to government. The way it works, the requests are sent to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Home Affairs, and the Attorney General. So Minister Todd, Minister Onej, and Nandalal, you are fully aware of Gupta's extradition requests in year 2024. Irfan, you are also aware of it because there are public photos of you and the First Lady whining and dining this kingpin drug dealer and his wife at the State House and other events. So Irfan, don't bring nonsense to us. Is the Guyana government protecting Gupta? Or are they protecting themselves? Gupta, after being formally arrested in Guyana in March 2024 on an Interpol red notice, was silently passed through our courts without Irfan, Jagdeo, and Anil ever speaking on this extradition matter. On the other hand, my arrest was a public spectacle where dozens of masked men bearing high-powered rifles ambushed me in the street and handcuffed and threw me into the back of the police van. The senior superintendent, head of special branch, Prem Narain, and Superintendent Rodwell Sarabu are the ones who led the arrest, as per instruction. And I laughed when I saw these two lackeys, because they are always after me. In the 2020 elections, Prem Narain was hired to watch Claudic Singh, the GCOM chairwoman, as her personal bodyguard. When the PPP took office, Prem Narain was rewarded with promotion to head of special branch, from an inspector, and in no time promoted to senior superintendent, jumping hundreds of ranks. I will be doing a separate video on these two corrupt police officers. Now that you have context, back to kingpin drug dealer Vitesh Gupta. Why was there no national address by Irfan, Jagdeo, and Anil? Why didn't the PPP hire high-profile foreign lawyers, like the no less than 10 lawyers hired by the state in my extradition case? Terence Williams, King Counsel from Jamaica. Herbert Mackenzie from Jamaica. Celine Diedrich from Jamaica. Glenn Hanuman from Portugal. Attorney General Nandalal. Solicitor General Nigel Hawke. Deputy Solicitor General Shoshana Lal. Douglas Mendez, Senior Counsel from Trinidad. Clay Hackett from Trinidad. Darshant Ramdani, King's Counsel from Trinidad. Wow. Just to get rid of their citizens. It is important to note that extradition matters are ordinarily carried and prosecuted by the police legal advisor, Mr. Mandel Moore, attorney at law. Note the number of lawyers so far employed are from 4 different countries to seek to extradite me. Each foreign attorney has free meals and hotel rooms at the Sleep-In Hotel, whose owner is Nandalal's close friend, of which he has shares, all at taxpayers' expense. They are given presidential treatment with police escorts and security, sitting in state-owned Land Cruisers, all on the backs of the taxpayers.
Taxpayers' money!
Flying them in first class and wining and dining them with lavish meals and taxpayers' dollars. Anil Nandalal sits in the courtroom, sits in my courtroom for my proceedings from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Did he ever sit in the courtroom even 1 minute when Gupta was there and represent the state like you are making representation against me? Mind you, my matter is an alleged tax evasion matter in Guyana, something far less serious than massive cocaine shipments from Guyana and Colombia to Italy. It is also important to note that Gupta was living at a hotel that is owned by the National Security Advisor to the government, Captain Jerry Govaya. This building that became a hotel was previously owned by the government. How did Guptar end up there? Vitesh Guptar successfully defeated the extradition case and won in the lowest court, the magistrate's court, with no serious challenge mounted from the government of Guyana. He now socializes and operates freely in Guyana, where he enjoys the protection and facilitation of the government. Notably, Guptar is no citizen of Guyana, but yet enjoys a favorable immigration status, courtesy of the PPP government. The PPP government and the police knew Guptar was wanted in Holland and Europe. Interpol wanted list is shared with every government and kept at every airport. After being a wanted man in a drugs-related matter and having a request for extradition, how is it he is able to start businesses while the Mohammed's businesses have all been shut down by the PPP and remain shut down? I wonder if the banks and insurance companies have cancelled his bank accounts and insurance policies on instruction of the government. You know what is the most alarming part of all of this? After Guptar won the case, the government did not appeal it in the higher court. My case just started, and the government has already indicated that they will be appealing the matter if I successfully defeat the state. It is clear that the only reason that President Irfan, VP Jagdeo, and AG Nandalal are pushing hard and fighting tooth and nail for my extradition is because I am their political opponent. My extradition matter has extensive political interference from the very beginning, even before my indictment, and continuing through my proceedings currently before the courts. It is clear political persecution. Guyanese, what more do you want to see?